When governments make it hard to get one, people are forced to have unsafe abortions.
All right, guys, hope everybody is doing well. Couldn't let the video pass as I saw this because it's the typical pro-abortion nonsense, and that's really what it is. The arguments that are often given for the pro-choice position, I just got to be honest, they are the most illogical, irrational, muddled type thinking I've ever heard. This is a great video to demonstrate that point. If you make abortion illegal, then people are going to do it anyway, and it just makes it unsafe for the person that's doing it. Let me ask you guys a question. Is committing murder, like unjustified taking the life of an innocent human being, is that illegal? I mean, in most places, most states. If I just walked into a bank and I killed somebody, it's illegal, right? So does the fact that something is illegal, right, it doesn't stop it from happening, right? Like, you can still have laws, but people are still going to do it. But it doesn't mean you get rid of those laws, right? We don't say, well, because people commit murder anyway, then we're just going to do away with laws that punish people that murder. Of course not. Maybe we should make laws that protect the person that's going to commit the murder, right? Because it makes it safer for the person. Because if you go in to rob a bank and you kill somebody, well, if you make robbing banks legal, then that makes it safer for the bank robber. That's terrible thinking. Terrible thinking. The issue when it comes to abortion is, what is the unborn? What is the unborn? Is it a human being? Is it just a mass clump of cells? The funny thing is with the, I hear pro-choice atheists all the time talk about it's just a clump of cells. Therefore, ending the life of a clump of cells isn't a big deal. Yet, if God doesn't exist, you and I are nothing but clumps of cells. But they certainly wouldn't say it's okay to just kill us. The arguments that are often given, again, for the pro-choice position are terrible. This is a great example of that. It's muddled thinking. Governments absolutely should outlaw abortion. They should have stricter laws. It should not be allowed, unless it is a situation where it is the life of the mother is at risk, and those things do happen. But the vast majority of abortion is not due to rape, not due to incest, not due to life of the mother. All of those combined is less than 1% of abortions that happen. The vast majority of abortions is because of convenience issues. And I want to be clear, I'm not one of these pro-life people that, are blaming all the women and saying, hey, if you're a female and you get an abortion, you should go to jail or anything. I'm not one of those people. Primarily because I think a lot of times it's biologically it can be a confusing issue to people, and you have doctors that are not honest about it. I think if you're an abortion doctor, and I absolutely think you should go to jail. You're not an idiot. You know what the science is because you've been to medical school. You know life begins at conception, and you're basically telling these women you're misinforming them of what the situation really is for profit, for gain, because there's a lot of money in the abortion industry. Of course there is, right? Definitely not just good Samaritans trying to help people. So, again, I would recommend a book called, by Trent Horn. I forget the name of it basically, but it's, if you go to Amazon and look for Trent Horn, type in pro-life, you'll see his book. Frank Beckwith, if you're wanting more of a deeper philosophical defense, his book Defending Life is really good. Roman Catholic philosopher. There's a lot of good material. Scott Klusendorf's The Case for Life. He just came out with an updated edition on that. Get familiar with this issue, guys. It's important. Life is important. Defending life is important. Life's really on the line. I've been involved in the pro-life ministry for a lot of years, stood outside the clinics, talked to women, have, taken women to the doctor's appointments. been involved, very much involved, and it's an important issue, and it can actually make the difference between a baby living or dying. So know how to defend life, know how to give good reasons and good arguments, and know how to shut down terrible, muddled, silly thinking from pro-choice advocates. Again, look, you can love the person, but the arguments that you guys give, please do better. It's just the worst muddled thinking I've ever seen. Anyway, God bless, guys, and get some of those resources, get equipped, and be prepared to defend life. God bless.